Program. So let's cross over there and listen in.
Media performance has come under scrutiny from time to time over the professional conduct of its personnel. But with the media, there is an even bigger burden of expectation placed on you because of the crucial central role that you play in our lives. There is a good reason why your profession is referred to as the fourth estate. It is because you play such a critical role in the balance of power in any system of governance. You have the power of the pen, and like has been often said, the pen is mightier than the sword. The implications, however, is that you will use your pen responsibly to become the voice of reason when things fall apart, to paraphrase the popular book by Chinua Achebe. You must remain the disinterested arbiter when others have fallen by the wayside. You must not take sides or even be seen to be taking sides, because your profession is anchored on objectivity and non-partisanship. The media is a key pillar that should hold others accountable, not because you have an agenda you are trying to achieve, but because you have a higher calling to be the voice of the people. You must at all times be the unbiased party, the umpire, whose role is to ensure that all are playing fair without taking sides. The media have the power and a huge responsibility to the populace to not only keep them informed and entertained, but to also shape political discourse and guide them in making the right socio-economic and political decisions. As research has time and again shown, people place a lot of trust in the media, and what you say is oftentimes taken as the gospel truth. That is why I'm reiterating that with power comes a huge responsibility to your audiences. This responsibility, however, goes beyond just reporting what is happening, but goes a notch further, since you can help shape the destiny of your country as well. It is a cliche that is well worth repeating, that media workers determine the quality of information gathered and disseminated by media outlets, and therefore broadly influence the audience perceptions. In the recent past, the expanding digital space, emerging technologies, and the COVID-19 pandemic have also immensely transformed the Kenyan media landscape, both in terms of structure and professionalism. This calls for relevant adaptive measures. As a ministry, we are keen on seeing high professionalism in our media outlets, guided by provisions of the Media Council Act of 2013, and specifically by the Code of Conduct for the Practice of Journalism in Kenya, as enshrined in the second schedule of the Act. I call upon media sector players to ensure that media personnel are well trained, equipped, and provided with a conducive working space. This will address issues of professionalism and in adherence to journalistic ethics, besides ensuring that standards and safety of journalists is not compromised. Ladies and gentlemen, our young people face numerous challenges in accessing jobs after graduating from college. Most are not skilled enough to undertake competent media work, making most media outlets not keen to uptake this otherwise multi-talented group. There is therefore need for skilling of journalism graduates with requisite skills needed in the newsroom and other areas requiring media expertise. During training, immersive internships are essential to successful outcomes after graduation of our young people. It is important that media trainees access opportunities where they can apply and develop the academic concepts they have learned in the professional settings as well. I would also like to add that industrial placements provide graduates with opportunities to develop their knowledge of workplace collaboration, character growth, business etiquette, and strong communication tactics, which are among the vital soft skills that can only be learned on the job. And in this way, internships will empower the young people who are just starting off to build their profiles, besides teaching them instrumental, career-building qualities. I am pleased that the MCK has seen the need to set up infrastructure and extend support to promote and strengthen working relations between the media sector and training institutions in Kenya. I commend the Council for supplementing government initiatives to ensure that our youth access job opportunities through training and offering skills development opportunities to young graduates, as well as a way of preparing them to be industry ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, the lack of a functional relationship between media industry and academia in the sector has frustrated the attainment of practical industrial exposure that is critical to skills transfer and progression of students in journalism training institutions. It is sad that students seeking industrial attachments in this extreme are sometimes forced to pay for a period they should be lucky to get a space. This initiative by the MCK is a step in the right direction, and it's moving us into a better situation. I would like to appeal to other media stakeholders and development partners to support this initiative, as this will ultimately contribute to availability of opportunities for millions of our graduates. I also take this opportunity to assure the media in Kenya of the Ministry's support to press freedom and in creating a conducive environment for media operations. I want to reiterate that my ministry is committed to supporting the Media Diversity Fund as a way of enabling the industry to respond to the current financial and professional constraints faced by our media industry. I support the initiative that is taken by the Media Council in setting the media standards and ensuring compliance with those standards as set out in Article 34(5) of the Constitution and promoting press freedom in the country. I call upon the media to reciprocate by practicing responsible reporting. I also appreciate the industry efforts to tighten media laws that seek to enhance professionalism in the media and ultimately promoting press freedom in Kenya. So with these few remarks, I now officially launch the Media Council of Kenya Industrial Placement Program. Asante sana and congratulations. Let me end by saying that this initiative is making a difference across the country, and I will take it upon myself to continue to push for more budget so that we can have more students and others be able to get these internships. I think my job will even be easier because it's fully in line with what our President, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, wants us to achieve. Creating the jobs, creating the opportunities, skilling our young people so that they can be able to grow Kenya, so that we can meet our objectives of Vision 2030, being a knowledge-based economy, and the many things that we're doing now, even on the digital space, the jobs that are being created. If each of us combine and we are able to bring our youth these opportunities. For example, right now we've got almost 900 young people that are working in the judiciary, doing transcription, doing scanning, and helping our judicial process move even faster. I mentioned the Presidential Digital Talent Program interns who are also coming in. But even outside of government, we now have over 1.2 million young people working online on the Ajira Digital Program. And this can be expanded. We are training over 5,000 young people every month on all the skills that they need to go online. And these skills range from many of the skills that you've already been taught in school. I mean, one of the most interesting programs we have is there are students here who are watching CCTV, security TVs in America and other places. And if anybody, for instance, in supermarkets is doing some mischief on the aisle, someone in Kenya is reporting, and that person is dealt with. But these people sometimes work at night because of the time zone in the US. And sometimes parents are not sure what they are doing awake at night, and they are sleeping during the day. Digital work is real work, and people are earning good money, and they will be able to move further. And so I'm also challenging the media to continue to expand. As you get these interns, please inject the digital skills that they need so that they can be able to use the different platforms and be able to make money not just for themselves, but for Kenya. I'm convinced that by 2030, we should, in this sector, even overtake tourism in terms of foreign exchange for our young people working from here, because we'll be the freelancing headquarters of the world, and they are working overseas using the internet, and then they are being paid directly. I think that our banks are already facilitating for them, and so there are great opportunities that are happening. And so let me end by saying I'm extremely happy that when we come together and we see the common problems that exist in the country, and we have that alignment, we are able to really move the country forward. And so, as I mentioned, we started at a very difficult time with the Media Council, but right now, we are partners, we are aligned, and we're moving very far. So that is our handshake. Asanteni sana, na Mungu awabariki.